explore enigmatic moments from trail cameras, mysterious apparitions, otherworldly encounters, and a levitating Russian girl. In one striking clip, a lone man stands still in a park at night, the swing eerily moving by itself. Each inexplicable event leaves us baffled and intrigued, wondering about their true nature, filling us with suspense and uncertainty. Departed soul wandering? The camera recorded a mysterious video of a daughter saying goodbye to someone not there. The cryptic video got attention as the little girl with her aunt went to see her late mom, who lost her life in a car accident. They were there at the graveyard grieving at her grave when the daughter suddenly did something unexpected. The video got mysterious as it went on. The daughter said goodbye, and when asked, she told them she was saying goodbye to her mommy, who came to see her from heaven.
Bye, kids. Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye.
It is said that it was her late mom's spirit who came there to meet her daughter and was even seen by the girl. The way the girl was pointing up at the sky, it seemed real, not like an illusion. The daughter pointed out in the air that her mother was going up to the sky, and she was saying goodbye. Such a cryptic and curious video left my eyes wide open. You can see the mystery it holds. It was probably the spirit wandering there, or maybe the daughter was influenced by something. Who knows what it was? It's a strange and puzzling video, and it's hard to explain. Venom? The trail camera in the deep, eerie woods recorded a mysterious and unsettling scene. A sinister road where a motorcycle traveler passed by on his bike became the stage for a bizarre encounter. The camera revealed a cryptic video of a man clad in black pants and a shirt, walking from one end to the other. Suddenly, another man in white pants and shirt appeared and, after a brief chase, attacked him. The man in black fought back and the attacker fled. But this was no ordinary encounter. The video took a chilling turn as the camera zoomed in, capturing something paranormal. The man who had been attacked was struck with an otherworldly force. On closer inspection, it became clear that a dark, ghostly spirit emerged from the man in the black outfit, attacking the other person while the man remained on the road. As he tried to rise, the eerie apparition re-entered his body, and he returned to a normal appearance, like an ordinary man. The camera continued to zoom, revealing another enigma. There was some mysterious venom within the black-clad man's body. This venom, lurking inside a seemingly normal person, was a perplexing riddle. Where it came from and why it resided within the man remained a mystery, one that only he held the key to. The strange incident left more questions than answers, lost in the depths of the deep, dark woods. Paranormal human being. One day, a camera captured something truly bizarre deep within the woods of a remote place. This place was far from normal, as the owner of the house nearby claimed there were no houses and no humans living anywhere nearby. What made it even stranger was the sighting of a woman wandering in these desolate woods. From a distance, it appeared as if she was in a distressed state, stumbling around aimlessly. However, as she drew closer to the camera, her intentions became clear. She seemed to be fully aware of her surroundings, moving with purpose, as if searching for something, or perhaps hiding from someone or something. No one could fathom who she was or why she had ended up in such an eerie place. The mystery deepened, as it was inconceivable for a regular person to be there, especially at such an uncanny time. Speculation began to rise, suggesting that she might be a paranormal spirit or some supernatural creature, as she did not seem like an ordinary human being. This enigma continued to perplex all who saw the video. The woman's origin and perhaps remained shrouded in mystery. The terror that the footage conveyed sent shivers down the spines of those who watched, leaving them with an unsettling feeling that something truly unnatural had transpired in that haunting place. Water monster. In the Eerie River, the camera captured something strange. The air felt heavy with an odd, unsettling vibe. 4 brave friends set out on a boat to explore this curious, creepy waterway. In the video, a mysterious secret of the river unfurled. The friends spotted a shadow, cryptic and chilling, emerging from the depths. It resembled a hand, but not one of a fish. It was a river monster, a paranormal being's appendage. The sight sent shivers down their spines. A deep mystery loomed over the river. The true nature of this creature remained elusive. Was it a genuine paranormal entity or a trick of the shadows? The friends were left pondering, their hearts still pounding from the encounter. The enigma of the river persisted, its secrets locked in its murky depths. It was a deep and great mystery. The camera's lens captured an uncanny sight. The river held its secret close. Paranormal Mystery. The shopping center security camera captured some puzzling events. In the video, a security guard was seen holding a faint light, surveying the area. He continued to look around, venturing into a well-lit area briefly, and then seemed to vanish for a moment. However, this disappearance was likely due to the distant glow of the light. The video took a terrifying turn when the guard was struck by an unseen force. In the far corner of the screen, something hit him with great force, and he fell to the ground. Spectators rushed to his aid. Later, he was pushed again by an inexplicable and formidable power, but he valiantly resisted it. This paranormal sighting in a public place left spectators in sheer horror. The guard was convinced that something beyond the realm of normalcy had struck him. He adamantly claimed that it was not a matter of doubt, but the work of a paranormal spirit. Many people believed in this mysterious presence, and the video seemed to corroborate their beliefs. Despite the chilling evidence, the true nature of the entity and its intentions remained shrouded in mystery. The incident sent shockwaves through the community, with fears that others might also be affected. The unexplained event in the shopping center left everyone with a sense of unease, and questions lingered about what had truly transpired and why it had targeted the security guard. Mysterious baby. In a spooky, dimly lit room, a tiny baby was playing all alone. But this wasn't just an ordinary baby. It babbled and giggled as though it believed someone else was there, even though the room was empty. The person recording felt a sense of unease in the air. This scene was not giving any good vibes to the operator. It is very uneasy. The baby seemed upset, crying out as if someone needed help. Nearby, there was a sad, broken chair. Then something odd occurred. The baby fell to the floor, legs flailing as if someone was causing it pain. The baby's cries filled the room, sending shivers down everyone's spines. It was a frightening, bone-chilling scene that scared everyone who saw it. Could there be something otherworldly happening? This video remains a puzzle, leaving us all wondering about the baby's fate. The air felt odd, as if it held hidden secrets. It was a deep, puzzling mystery that still remains unknown and puzzling. Aliens Mystery. The video showed something really strange and scary. It looked like an alien. The air felt weird, full of questions. This alien was like something from a mystery story. It looked odd and made people uneasy. Its skin was very pale, and it looked skinny. It gave off a spooky feeling. In movies and books, we often see aliens, but this video suggested they might be real. It was like a big puzzle. Was it really an alien? That's still a big question. It's a deep mystery that people are trying to figure out. This video might be proof that aliens are real, but we're not sure yet. It's all very exciting and puzzling. The video brought up a lot of curious thoughts. People wondered if it was really an alien or something else. It looked so strange and made everyone feel a little uneasy. The alien had really pale skin and was quite skinny. It gave off a spooky feeling, like in a scary story. In movies and books, we often see aliens, but this video made it seem like they might actually exist. It's like a big mystery that everyone's trying to solve. Could this be the proof that aliens are real? It's all very exciting and confusing. Crypted Wheelchair. The camera recorded something very scary and mysterious. The air felt weird, full of questions. It made people uneasy. This cryptic video was recorded in a hospital. This horrible scene was captured by a security guard, and he uploaded it on social media. Some people informed us that we went off to the hospital for routine checkups where they noticed many paranormal things. The security guard of the hospital captured that the wheelchair was moving alone automatically with no one to support. No one was present here. This scene was looking so strange. It gave off a spooky feeling. There were some boys present in the hospital who were running with fear. This was really an exertion of a paranormal creature. The video brought up a lot of curious thoughts. People wondered if it was really a paranormal being or not. It is very doubtful that how this wheelchair was walking. Strange. It was a big mystery that everyone was trying to solve. It's all very exciting. Mysterious home. In this spooky video, the camera captured a very mysterious or scary sight. This curious video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a home that is pointed toward home's backyard. In a home, the family living in a home was dealing with a number of unexplained disturbances in the home. They were thinking that it could be the work of neighborhood kids or perhaps criminals. Then they decided to install security cameras. The footage camera captured the presence of supernatural creatures. It was floating in air like a substance. It seemed like it was a spiritual creature. The air was truly full of enigmatic or thrilling. This was a very spine-chilling scene that was recorded in footage. It makes everyone terrified in home. It was difficult to say that what this family was dealing with was clear that it was not from this world. We say that the family was not interrupted by neighbors' kids. It was something really paranormal. The family contact with a team of paranormal investigators to rescue from this supernatural creature, but we do not hear about the case. It was still a deep mystery that was still unknown. The Cryptic Coyote. In a dark forest, a camera captured a strange scene that felt both spooky and sad. The air held a strange feeling, making people worry. The atmosphere was weird. In the picture, a small deer stood, looking innocent, facing a mean coyote. The coyote, following its instincts, chased the deer with strong determination. The deer looked scared, running away, the coyote right behind. Suddenly, the chase ended sadly. The coyote caught the deer, biting its soft skin. The deer felt sharp pain, its legs moving wildly, a painful struggle on the ground. This scene without words told a story anyone could understand. It reminded us of nature's tough side. The harshness, clear in the wild setting, left a strong memory. For a moment, we saw how life and death work together in nature. This picture, simple yet powerful, left a sad feeling in anyone who saw it. The little deer was very frightened, and on the other hand, the coyote was stone-hearted. It showed us the harsh reality of nature, where survival can be cruel and unforgiving. Unseen creature encounter. In the deep dark forest, a camera caught something really weird and mysterious. It felt strange and gave everyone a little scare. It made people wonder what on earth it could be. Then the camera saw Gollum, a peculiar figure giving everyone curious, creepy chills. This Gollum was a super mysterious, spooky creature you usually only read about in books. But here, someone took a photo of it in the forest. That made everyone start to wonder if Gollum might actually be real. They looked really scary and strange. Their teeth were like goblins, and they had wet skin and little pieces of bat wings. Their appearance was confusing, with big, round, pale eyes, and they were as dark as the deepest night. They were also really skinny. This creature was a huge mystery. People couldn't decide if it was actually real or just something from stories. The answer was still a secret, waiting to be discovered like a hidden treasure in a fairy tale. It left people wondering what it could be. Bear's Dance. Once a camera stumbled upon a truly adorable scene. Imagine a peaceful park, green grass stretching as far as the eye could see. At the center of it all, there stood a delightful creature, a bear. Some called it a panda, right by a sturdy pole. At first, this fluffy star looked around with innocent eyes, filled with wonder. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves above, and sunlight painted everything in a warm golden hue. But then, something enchanting happened. As if by magic, the bear started to dance. Not just any dance, mind you, but a dance that oozed cuteness and wonder.
Oh, that is hilarious. I have to put a song with that.
It swayed to an unheard tune, its furry paws tracing graceful patterns in the air. It twirled, spun, and even pulled off some twerks like a true artist. The lucky onlookers couldn't help but smile. Their hearts brimmed with joy. The bear's dance was pure magic. It spoke of happiness and freedom, telling a story that everyone could understand. The dance continued, holding everyone in its spell. The bear's hands moved with surprising elegance, and its whole body seemed to dance in tune with the universe. It was a moment of sheer, unadulterated happiness. Language didn't matter, it united people in joy. In the end, it didn't matter if this bear was called a panda somewhere else, or that it lived in a world of grass and poles. What mattered was the universal language of happiness it spoke through its dance. It touched the hearts of all who were lucky enough to witness it. This, my friends, was a moment to cherish forever. Giant ape. In the heart of a dense dark forest, a camera captured an eerie and enigmatic sight. It sent shivers down everyone's spine. The camera lens revealed a colossal ape concealed behind a tree, its massive form obscured by scattered leaves. The operator recorded from a safe distance, the air thick with an uncanny atmosphere. This was no ordinary ape. It towered far beyond the usual size. Its visage was a ghastly amalgamation of fear and peculiarity. Suddenly, the colossal creature bolted towards the operator. The cameraman sprinted, his phone tumbling to the forest floor. With haste, he retrieved it, heart pounding. The spectacle was one of unearthly proportions, and for the cameraman, it was an encounter with the supernatural. The revelation was a profound mystery, an enormous ape far removed from the ordinary. The video, a testament to this bewildering encounter, left viewers and the cameraman alike in a state of bewilderment. The forest depths held secrets beyond imagination, and this colossal ape was just the beginning of an otherworldly tale. Man or the swing. In this eerie video, we see a man in a nighttime park, where a swing mysteriously sways without anyone near it, creating a creepy setting. Oddly, the man remains strangely calm and unmoved, even in this unsettling situation. When another person arrives to document this paranormal event, the first man inexplicably disappears from the video, intensifying the enigma and fear. With many questions left unanswered and various explanations in mind, we're left contemplating the real essence of this encounter, filled with suspense and uncertainty. Real-life mermaid discovery. A camera in Minnesota captured a strange sight on the beaches, and it was undeniably eerie. In the footage, there were two men, both with their heads covered in yellow dreadlocks, walking down the hill towards the beach. One of them was clutching a piece of cloth tightly in his hand. As they reached the shore, one of the men ventured into the water, disappearing briefly before re-emerging with something in his grasp. As the video continued, the waves seemed to grow stronger and more turbulent, making it difficult to see what the men had found. The person behind the camera zoomed in, hoping to get a clearer view of the mysterious object.
Looks like they're pulling something out of the water. Must be the thing I was looking at.
It was something green or blue, and it could have been a sea creature or perhaps something else entirely. Driven by curiosity, the man decided to get closer to the two individuals. His steps brought him within earshot, and what he saw was nothing short of astonishing. There, lying on the beach, was a figure with the body shape of a mermaid, who was green in color and appeared lifeless. The mermaid, a mythical creature often relegated to the realm of fairy tales, now lay before them in reality. It was a chilling and shocking sight. The question on everyone's mind was whether this was indeed a mermaid or merely a human with a mermaid-like appearance who had met a tragic fate in the sea. Speculations were rife, but the truth remained hidden, perhaps obscured by authorities. Nevertheless, the capture of this enigmatic figure on the beach left a profound impact, blurring the lines between fantasy and reality. Mysterious venomous encounter. In a lonely, rocky place under the hot, unyielding sun, something strange happened. A camera, almost guided by an unseen hand, focused on a sight that made no sense. In this dry, barren land, a dark and ominous creature slithered. It was like a living shadow, absorbing all the light around it. With a sinister intent, it reached for a defenseless crab. The crab, driven by pure instinct, fought desperately to escape its impending doom. But with each passing moment, it became clear that the crab's struggle was futile. The dark creature coiled around it, hungry and relentless. It clung to the crab as if it wanted to devour it whole. If there were any spectators, they remained hidden among the rocky maze, watching in silence. They felt a growing unease in their hearts as they witnessed this eerie scene. As the day dragged on, the mystery deepened. What summoned this malevolent creature to this desolate place? What wicked purpose did it serve? Was it an omen of doom or some alien force with an unknowable plan? The camera continued to capture this unsettling spectacle, leaving the world to ponder the dark forces at play in this hidden corner of the rocky wilderness. Here, in a land where answers were scarce, questions ruled, and understanding remained elusive. Mysterious Sasquatch Skull Discovery. In an old dark forest, a group of friends set out on an adventure that left them forever puzzled. The sun was setting, casting long shadows on the twisted trees and bushes. Laughter turned into whispers as they stumbled upon something baffling. A skull partly buried in the mud. This was no normal skull. It didn't look like a bear's or a human's. It was strange, like it came from the depths of the wilderness.
Buried under mud in a log fall down the side of a river. Like, we should look and see if there's other bones.
Gathering around this eerie find, their voices shook with curiosity and fear. One of them, a firm believer in the supernatural, dared to say, "It looks like a Sasquatch skull." The legend of the elusive Sasquatch, a creature often talked about in campfire tales, had always intrigued them. Finding a skull that might belong to this legendary beast was beyond their wildest dreams. Rumors spread like wildfire, people speculate wildly, and the ancient trees seemed to murmur their own secrets. Was it a clever hoax designed to bewilder and amaze? Or did this skull mark the existence of something unknown to humanity? As time went by, the mystery deepened and the skull remained an unsolved puzzle hidden in the heart of the forest. Despite the efforts of experts and the world's curiosity, the truth stayed out of reach, slipping through the fingers of those who sought it. The forest kept its secrets, guarding the mystery of the skull like a sentinel. And so, in the dappled light of that ancient forest, a riddle was born. A riddle that would haunt the dreams of those who ventured there, forever wondering about the enigmatic skull.
I can't really explain anything else.
Well, we're going to definitely take it back with us.
We should call someone.
Cryptic Dogman haunts woods. In a forest filled with sunlight, hidden away from curious eyes, a dark and unsettling mystery unfolded before an unsuspecting camera. Though it was daytime, there was an eerie air about the place. Amidst the tall, whispering trees, an oppressive silence reigned, only interrupted by the soft rustling of leaves and distant animal sounds. No human dared approach, for they felt an unnatural presence. Then, as if summoned by the very essence of the woods, a nightmarish creature emerged. A Dogman, not quite canine nor entirely human. Its fur was tangled in darkness, and its eyes were like endless voids devouring all light. But why had this entity ventured into this remote forest, where humans seldom trod? The camera, an unwitting witness, captured the Dogman's malevolent presence. It lingered among the trees, fixed on the lens with an unsettling intensity. Without answers, an unsettling feeling hung in the air. How did this Dogman come into existence? What drove it to focus on the camera with such malevolence? The mysteries were as deep as the forest shadows, leaving those who saw the footage in fear. As the sun continued its relentless journey across the sky, casting eerie shadows, the Dogman remained. Its secrets locked away in its grotesque form. In the heart of the woods, it remained an enigmatic guardian of a sinister realm, where questions dared not to venture, and terror ruled the daylight hours. Mysterious Midwest Cyclops Skull. One autumn day in the Midwest, something incredibly strange happened. Imagine a vast field of golden farmland where the corn stalks swayed in the breeze. In this serene setting, an eerie discovery sent chills down spines and left everyone baffled. Hidden among the rolling fields was an enormous skull, but it was like no skull anyone had ever seen before. It resembled a human skull, but there was something nightmarish about it. Right in the middle of the forehead, it had only one eye socket, giving it a monstrous appearance. It seemed like a bizarre blend of human and creature. People couldn't make sense of it. It didn't fit the mold of a dinosaur or any known animal. It defied all attempts at categorization, leaving everyone in awe. Scientists, intrigued and daring, suggested a wild theory. They proposed that it might be the skull of a Cyclops, a creature from ancient legends known for its single powerful eye. They imagined that this Cyclops' two eye sockets had merged into one monstrous hollow in the skull's center. But even this bold idea didn't provide all the answers. As rumors and theories spread across the land, one thing became crystal clear. The true identity of this colossal skull remained an unsolved mystery. Was it from an unknown species, a foreboding sign of hidden terrors beneath the earth, or perhaps a harbinger of secrets yet to be uncovered? In the heart of the Midwest, this gigantic skull stood as a testament to the mysteries that sometimes lurk beneath the calm exterior of our world, inviting us to unravel their secrets, filling us with a never-ending sense of wonder and unease. Mysterious buck rescue. In the daytime, something mysterious happened deep within a calm forest. Two large bucks, their antlers tangled together like an old puzzle, were trapped in a strange, painful grip. It seemed like nature had played a cruel hand on them, and the world watched in silence. One of the bucks hung lifeless, partly eaten, hinting at a brutal encounter with a wild predator. Whispers in the forest suggested fierce battles had unfolded here. Perhaps a fierce bear had taken down the fallen deer, but the truth stayed hidden, a secret locked in the woods. The surviving buck, though alive, bore the marks of agony in its eyes. It struggled relentlessly, trying to break free from its antler prison. Each attempt sent shivers through its strong body. Its future was uncertain, hanging in the balance. As the forest mysteries thickened, a team of scientists entered the scene. They carried tools and determination, stepping into nature's grand theater. A menacing drill machine glistened in their hands, a symbol of humans intruding into the wild. With care and precision, one biologist began cutting the antlers of the fallen buck. It was a delicate act, a dance between life and death, survival and sacrifice. As the antlers fell away, the surviving buck sensed freedom approaching. The forest seemed to hold its breath, as if honoring this moment. After a long and challenging struggle, the buck was finally set free. With newfound freedom, it sprinted away into the woods, disappearing like a ghost in the wild.
He lives now.
Biologists could only watch, filled with wonder and questions. The secrets of this secluded glade would forever remain a puzzle. The forest had offered a glimpse into its enigmatic heart, a reminder that life and death intertwined within its depths, concealed in mysteries beyond human understanding. Mystery of giant snake. The video showed that the small community was shocked when they found a snake skin as big as a truck. It was a strange sight, and rumors spread about a gigantic snake with a head the size of a softball. The confusion grew when local police discovered a massive snake near a beaver area, estimated to be 10 feet long. What made this even stranger was that no native snakes in the area were known to eat beavers. People in the community started calling this snake Wessie and believed it was a Burmese python that had once been someone's pet. But how it ended up in the wild there remained a mystery. Finding the shed snakeskin earlier only added to the mystery. Some thought it might have been placed there intentionally, raising questions about why someone would do that. Was it a prank, a trick, or something more sinister? The whole community became fascinated by Wessie. People from far away came to see the mysterious snake. There were reports of sightings, but it was hard to catch a glimpse of this enormous creature, making it even more mysterious. Local authorities tried to capture and move Wessie to a safer place because they were worried about the danger it posed to both animals and people. The story of Wessie, the giant snake with a strange appetite for beavers, became a symbol of mysteries that still exist even in today's world, showing that strange and unexplained things can still capture our imagination. Giant tortoises. Deep within a lush forest in a hidden spot that felt like it came straight from a fairy tale, something incredible happened. It was such a magical scene that even those who usually doubted the wonders of nature couldn't help but believe. Two enormous tortoises, unlike any you've seen, began a remarkable journey under the gentle touch of the sun. These tortoises were massive, with shells that seemed to carry the wisdom of ages. Every slow step they took displayed an extraordinary mix of patience and grace. The place looked like an abandoned garden deep in the woods, a quiet paradise where time took a break. There was a third tortoise just like them, moving at corner in silence. Their movements were calm, as if they had mastered the art of living life with peaceful composure. In the midst of this captivating show, caretakers as quiet as shadows watched over these amazing creatures with a combination of awe and respect. These people were lucky to witness something so rare, proving the beautiful connection between humans and nature. It remained a mystery how these incredible giants found this hidden place. Such creatures were usually spoken of like legends in whispers around campfires. Yet, here they were, their presence both astonishing and humbling. As the sun bathed the garden in its warm golden light, these extraordinary tortoises continued their leisurely journey, their large humps swaying gently with each step. In that enchanted forest, time felt like it stood still, and the world gazed in amazement, captured by the elegance of these extraordinary beings. Mysterious mermaid discovery. Long ago, there was a mysterious video that revealed a strange secret from ancient times. It spoke of a mermaid, a creature both revered and feared, found many, many years ago. People of that time thought this mermaid had magical powers that could cure even the worst sicknesses. They treated it like a god, a symbol of hope in a world filled with mysteries. But as time passed, the truth behind this mermaid started to unravel. It turned out to be a weird and eerie creation, like something from a nightmare. It seemed to be made up of different parts, a monkey's body crudely sewn into a fish's tail, and some even believed it had human hair and nails attached to it. This creepy mermaid, only about 12 inches long, was kept hidden away in a temple in Okayama Prefecture. It was like it was locked inside a secret box, away from anyone who wanted to know if it was real or just a strange tale. Scientists couldn't resist the mystery either. They used DNA tests to find out what this creature really was. The results were baffling because it looked like two creatures from Japanese stories. The amebis, mermaids with beaks instead of mouths and three tails, and the ningyos, fish-like beings with human heads. Once people used to pray to this mermaid, but now it sat forgotten in the shadows. Its true nature remained a puzzle, a mystery that echoed through time. The mermaid, once a deity, had become an enduring enigma, a testament to how the human imagination can create strange stories and leave behind a puzzle that time can't solve. Shadowy nightmare unfolds. On a chilling, moonless night, a camera captured a scene that would send shivers down anyone's spine. Inside a room, darkness clung to every corner, like a sinister presence suffocating any hint of light. The girl who sought refuge in her bed was unaware that a sinister force was at play. The door slowly swung open, as if guided by invisible hands, revealing a foreboding figure. A shadowy man's shadow, dark and ominous. With deliberate malice, the shadow slinked along the wall, its form twisted and nightmarish. Those who gazed upon it felt an icy dread grip their hearts, an unexplainable fear that froze their very souls. The girl lay oblivious, a mere puppet in this macabre theater. In a grotesque display, the shadow extended its intangible fingers, methodically pulling away the girl's protective blanket. The comforting shield tumbled to the floor with a muffled thud, leaving her exposed to the encroaching horror. Suddenly, the room descended into madness. The girl, helpless and entrapped in this surreal nightmare, was drawn towards the gaping doorway. No human hand guided her. It was an unnatural force, as if the very room hungered for her. Her desperate cries echoed through the darkness, a haunting chorus of anguish begging for salvation. Yet the door remained sealed, imprisoning her in its malevolent clutches. There was no escape, no relief, only an unfathomable abyss consuming her existence. In that cursed room, darkness conspired with an unseen evil, blurring the boundaries of reality. No witness dared to intervene, for this was a horror that defied all explanation. a malevolent enigma destined to haunt their dreams eternally. Eerie spectral encounter. In the darkness of night, a camera captured something truly unsettling at a spooky, unfinished building. A group of people moved around in secrecy, hidden in the shadows. Their footsteps sounded eerie, and as the camera recorded, it revealed something beyond belief. Suddenly, behind the group, an eerie figure appeared. It was a frightening, thin man with a face so scary, it looked like it came from a nightmare. The camera captured this terrifying sight, etching it into our memories forever. This ghostly figure was a complete mystery, lurking in the dark with no explanation. It seemed to defy all logic, like something from another world. This eerie presence in the heart of darkness left everyone frozen with fear. A strange entity that no one could fully understand. Who was this mysterious wanderer, and why was it there in that abandoned construction site? The answer remained hidden in the unknown, a riddle that might never be solved. The night was filled with secrets waiting for only the bravest to uncover. Mysterious bear attack scene. In a freezing, lonely place, the camera saw something that gave chills. It was a world covered in pure white snow, with an eerie light in the daytime, but beneath that beauty, something dark loomed. There were young cows walking quietly in the snow, their breath visible in the icy air. Their gentle steps were silent, creating an eerie calmness. It felt like nature itself was holding its breath, not wanting to disturb this strange moment. Then, a gigantic bear suddenly appeared on the edge of the scene. Its massive fur-covered body cast a scary shadow on the snowy landscape. The bear wasn't here for peace. It was on the hunt, driven by the need to survive in this harsh place. Panic erupted as the peaceful calves turned into messengers of fear. They ran desperately, but the bear was relentless, taking down the smaller calves with a brutal hunger. The camera captured the tragic sight of the surviving calves, their eyes filled with fear as they fled into the distance, leaving behind a gruesome scene. One injured calf left behind by the others struggled to stand, but couldn't. In this dark moment, when hope seemed far away, a larger protective calf appeared. It approached the wounded one, as if moved by a natural sense of care. In that brief, special moment between these animals, it was clear that nature, despite its cruelty, held the capacity for unexpected acts of kindness. This sad and beautiful scene in the harsh winter wilderness reminded us of the complex and powerful nature of the natural world. Black bear attack on cam. In the heart of a remote estate snoozled, deep in the rugged nature, a curious man had set up a trail camera to capture the secrets of the timber that unfolded under the moon's silent eye. Unknown to him, he was about to witness a chilly scrape between nature's animals. One disastrous night, as the stars painted the sky, the man's trail camera came to life with a flurry of exercise. The screen flicked to reveal a majestic ebony-furred black bear cropping from the night. The bear was a true abstract of nature, its enormous presence casting a laying shadow in the moonlight. As the camera rolled, the bear's address shifted from curiosity to aggression. Its cognizance leveled and a low face rolled from its throat. In the span of a many heart-pounding moments, the tranquil night converted into a battlefield. With a powerful jab, the bear attacked on the camera, leaving a jarring image of its ferocious eyes and scraping teeth before the screen went dark. The trail cam had captured the momentary moments of a chilly black bear attack, a memorial that nature, in all its beauty and power, could be both astonishing, stealing, and dangerous. Oh no, witch? In a remote area of Saudi Arabia on a quiet and dark night, a group of police officers had a rather unsettling encounter. As they were patrolling the deserted road, they suddenly spotted a figure that sent shivers down their spines. At first, they saw a woman dressed like a witch. She wore a long, flowing white dress, and her hair cascaded freely around her. This eerie sight in the dead of night left the officers on high alert, and they watched from the safety of their locked vehicle. The stark contrast between the witch's appearance and the pitch-black surroundings created a surreal and spine-tingling moment. With a mixture of curiosity and apprehension, the police officers remained watchful, unsure of what this mysterious encounter might bring. Cryptic Nightmare, Paranormal Terror. In a dark, abandoned house, a camera came to life, recording a terrifying scene that sent shivers down the spine. Its lens revealed something unimaginable. As the camera zoomed in, a horrifying figure emerged from the shadows. Climbing the creaky stairs with an eerie, twisted grace. It moved like a nightmare. Meanwhile, on a lonely, pitch-black road, a family found themselves swallowed by an unnatural silence that gnawed at their sanity. Then, the inexplicable occurred. The camera, their sole source of security, captured something beyond belief, but it was too late. The monstrous entity, once confined to the camera's frame, breached the bounds of reality, infiltrating their car. Fear took tangible form, and their terrified faces were illuminated by the screen's cold, flickering light, their screams echoing in terror. The recording documented their descent into madness, a dissonant symphony of pain and hopelessness. It was a nightmare that went beyond technology, etching itself into their very souls. No one could unravel the mystery of these unholy beings or discern their purpose in our world. They remained spectral enigmas born from darkness, concealed by the veil of the unknown. Ultimately, the camera provided no answers, only a chilling reminder that there exist realms beyond our understanding, lurking in the shadows, ready to shatter our fragile sense of security. The recording served as an eerie testament to the unimaginable horrors that lurk just beyond the edge of our reality. Dog on the road. On a cold winter day, a lone traveler was driving down a desolate road covered in a thick blanket of snow. The air was thick with secrecy, and the road stretched endlessly, winding through a mysterious landscape. As the traveler's car headlights cut through the darkness, they revealed a shadowy figure by the roadside. Intrigued by this eerie sight, the traveler pulled over, feeling a strange mix of fear and curiosity. There, under the pale moonlight, lay a creature that defied easy understanding. It looked like a dog, but it was unlike any dog the traveler had ever seen. This dog had fur the color of polished mahogany, but it was in a pitiable state. Its once strong body had wasted away to a skeletal frame, with its ribs jutting out like cryptic symbols etched onto its fragile form. The traveler, a kind-hearted person, couldn't bear to leave the mysterious creature alone in its sorry state. With great care, he picked up the dog and held it gently, as if it were a delicate treasure from another world. He wrapped the dog in a warm blanket and headed back home. As he drove through the biting cold, he couldn't help but wonder about the dog's unexplained presence in that desolate place. Upon reaching his destination, the man examined the dog. Strangely, there were no visible injuries or wounds on the dog's body. The mystery of how the dog came to be there and why it was in such a pitiful condition remained unanswered. Coyote attack on deer. Once upon a time, in the heart of a thick, dark wood, under the alert glare of the moon, a dramatic and thrilling scene unfolded. It was a chilly night, and the timber was alive with mysterious rustlings and soft whispers of the wind. In this creepy stillness, an empty runner slipped, its sharp eyes flashing with expectation. As the night boosted, the runner's keen senses caught a faint sound in the distance. It was a deer, a graceful beast, ignorant of the lurking peril. The runner's instincts protested, and it began to stalk its prey with utmost covertness. The deer, with its delicate hooves and gentle eyes, grazed peacefully, fully unconscious to the impending pitfall. The runner moved closer, its satiny body blending with the murk. It watched, muscles curled, ready to spring into action. Suddenly, with a burst of speed and nimbleness, the runner dived towards the unknowing deer. The timber resonated with the startled cry of the deer as it desperately tried to escape. The chase was on, a heart-pounding race through the moonlit timber. In this nightly battle of survival, the runner's determination and cunning were wrinkled against the deer's speed and dexterity. The aftermath hung in the balance, a testament to the protesting laws of nature in the mysterious world of the timber at night. tiny wild piglets. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a lush timber, there was a quiet world filled with bitty phenomena. It was a place where the secrets of the wild unfolded beneath the vigilant eye of a trail camera. One sunny autumn, as the camera stood still in the midst of swaying ferns and towering trees, it captured a mesmerizing spectacle. A family of bitsy wild piglets surfaced from the green, their bitsy hooves making soft rustling sounds on the timber bottom. These piglets, slightly larger than a sprinkle, were the actual substance of lovable. Their furs were a mottled mixture of earthy browns and gentle pinks, blending seamlessly with the dappled sun that filtered through the leaves. With curious snouts, they explored their world, bedding around for delicious morsels and rolling in the cool slush. Each bone had its own personality, displaying a unique blend of mischief and caution. Their mom, a sturdy spot, kept a close eye on her hell-raising seed, guiding them through the timber and tutoring them the ways of the wild. Her vigilant presence was a memorial of the delicate balance of nature. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the trail camera continued to capture the alluring capers of these bitsy piglets. It was a magical eye into a world where the small and the wild thrived, and the timber brooded its continuing stories to those who wanted to hear. Strange creatures caught on cam. Once upon a moonlit night in the heart of a thick shadowy wood, there stood a trail camera, quietly watching over the secrets of the forest land. This camera, a curious gadget, was set up to capture the quiet miracles of nature. Little did it know that it was about to record a commodity that would shoot jitters down the backbones of anyone who dared to prove it. As the night wore on, the creepy silence was broken by a strange rustling. Out of the darkness, critters arose unlike any that had ever been seen ahead. Their eyes, glowing like fiery embers in the night, pierced through the wraps of darkness. They moved with an unnatural grace, their movements fluid and unsettling. These critters were neither beast nor man. Their branches were stretched, their skin a sickly pale cast. They sounded to communicate in hushed whispers that transferred jitters through the genuine trees themselves. The trail camera captured their every move, each frame more unsettling than the last. The videotape of these disturbing, creepy, and strange critters with their glowing eyes would ever remain etched in the memory of those who stumbled upon it, a chilling memorial that in the depths of nature, puzzles and demons beyond imagination may lurk. A giant wolf. In the heart of the sprawling forest land where the trees stood high and proud, an epic spectacle unfolded on a bright and sunny day. The timber was alive with the chittering of booze and the rustling of leaves, but an unforeseen drop-in had just made its entrance, a colossal wolf, unlike any other. This giant wolf, with fur as dark as night, surfaced from the dark with an acute aggressiveness. Its muscles splashed under its satiny fleece as it prowled through the green. The sun shafts reflected off its important frame, creating an admiration, inspiring sight that transferred and shook down the backbone of any critter hard. But what drew the attention of all, both critters big and small, was the sight of a lone doggy standing at the edge of a clearing. This doggy, a faithful companion to a mortal, was small in comparison to the giant wolf. Yet it held its ground with a frippery that couldn't be denied. As the pressure in the timber thickened, the giant wolf suddenly dashed toward the doggy, its eyes burning with determination. The world sounded to hold its breath as the two doggies closed the distance between them, and the wood bore proof to a clash of majestic ends. Abandoned bunkers. Once upon a time, in a forgotten corner of the world, there lay a place shrouded in closed books and darkness. It was a desolate land where grown vines and rusting iron brooded secrets of a time long gone in. In this abandoned place, hidden amongst the involved green, were the remnants of what was formerly a frightening military fort.
We are going to see inside of this bunker? Holy cow.
These creepy abandoned basements, like ancient guards, stood as silent evidence of a defunct period of strife and conflict. As I ventured deeper into this creepy geography, a bite ran down my chin. The holds impeded like forbidding titans, their concrete walls bearing scars of battles fought in murk. Broken windows goggled like depressed eyes, and decaying walls rumored tales of troopers who had formerly sought retreat within. Inside, the darkness sounded to stretch on ever, broken only by faint shafts of light filtering through cracks in the ceiling. The air was heavy with the scent of humidity and decay. I could not help but wonder about the lives that had formerly filled these walls with purpose and community. As I explored further, my steps echoing in the silence, I could not shake the feeling that I wasn't alone.
Oi, look at that serious bit of,
It was as if the ghosts of history were still delayed, guarding their secrets in this creepy, abandoned world. Mysterious animal. Once upon a time, in a quiet and remote timber, there was an abnormal animal. At first regard, it might have sounded like a doggy, but a near look revealed being different altogether. This mysterious being, covered in shaggy fur, moved quietly through the green and trees, weaving its way like a shadow. The animal had large, suggestive eyes that lustered with curiosity, and its tail, unlike a doggy's, was long and bushy, swaying gracefully with each step. Its observance perked up at the minimum sound, always alert to the secrets of the timber. As it ventured deeper into the forestland, the critter's movements took on a graceful, formal, such-like quality. It jumped over fallen branches and glided through the high ground, blending seamlessly with the natural world around it. Its every step was poetry and stir, a silent symphony of grace and dexterity. But what truly set this animal asunder from a common doggy was its connection with the timber itself. It sounded to understand the language of the trees and the whispers of the leaves. It moved with similar harmony that it was as if the very spirit of the wood had taken form in this mysterious being. A Skunk Ape sighting. Once upon a time, on a quiet and peaceful farmstead nestled deep in the heart of a thick wood, being extraordinary occurred. One sunny morning, as the hoots chittered and the leaves rustled in the gentle breath, being strange stirred in the forestland. A skunk aper, a mysterious critter known only from stories, surfaced from the dark. With its shaggy dark fur and hulking figure, it moved cautiously but gracefully through the ranch. The camera prisoner, the beauty of ranch's wildlife, caught this astonishing sight. The skunk ham's movements were a mesmerizing mix of covert and power. Its enormous bases left deep imprints in the soft earth, and its long arms swung gracefully as it walked. As the footage spread through the community, excitement and wonder filled the air. People marveled at the skunk aper's fugitive appearance, amazed that such an animal could live in their peaceful corner of the world. The videotape of the skunk aper's visit came as cherished tale, passed down through generations, reminding everyone that the mystifications of the natural world could still surprise and delight, indeed in the quietest of places. And so, the ranch continued to be a place where nature's miracles no way stopped to astound. The Chupacabra's Midnight Feast. Once upon a moonless night, a nipping event unfolded. The air was thick with riddles as the darkness sounded to devour everything in its path. A lone, alarmed critter kept quietly through the green, its heart pounding like a barrel in the silence. This animal, a small furry beast, was the unwitting prey of a fearsome bloodsucker known as the Chupacabra. The Chupacabra was a legend, rumored among the creatures of the timber, a critter that struck fear into the hearts of all who crossed its path. As the small beast cringed in the darkness, it heard a faint rustling in the darkness. Suddenly, a brace of glowing red eyes pierced through the blackness, and a horrifying figure came up. The Chupacabra, with its scaled skin and sharp bloody fangs, moved stealthily toward its prey. The small beast quivered as the Chupacabra pounced, and a detailed, horrible struggle replaced. In the creepy silence of the dark place, the Chupacabra claimed its mess, leaving nothing but a haunting memory of the hassle. The night remained shrouded in darkness, and the legend of the Chupacabra lived on. A dreadful tale brooded among the critters of the wood, a memorial of the grim, determined cycle of life and death in the wild. Mermaid Mystery Unsolved. One bright day, a strange event occurred beneath the vast blue ocean. A vigilant drone camera unveiled an extraordinary mystery that challenged our understanding. The drone's watchful lens captured a mysterious sight, a mermaid shimmering like liquid silver in her watery realm. Her graceful movements defied the laws of nature as she glided through the crystal-clear waters with an otherworldly elegance. It was an incredibly rare occurrence, defying all logic, to witness a mermaid in the pristine embrace of the ocean. As the camera moved, jagged rocks emerged from the ocean's depths, casting eerie, serpentine shadows. The mermaid, like a sea siren, playfully swam among these enigmatic stones, her haunting song resonating in the drone's microphone. It was as though the very elements had conspired to create an enigmatic performance, where nature's secrets whispered to the unspoken. What had led her to step out of folklore and into our reality? Was she a guardian of hidden treasures, a living relic from a forgotten era, or a messenger from a world shrouded in the mists of time? The ocean embraced her with a gentle touch, its waves showing reverence for her presence. Yet the deepest mystery remained unsolved. Who was she, this aquatic enigma? What was her purpose, and what stories were concealed within her enigmatic heart? The drone, its power dwindling, could do nothing but witness this spectral encounter. As the mermaid gradually faded into the azure depths of the ocean, she left behind a trail of unanswered riddles, haunting and enigmatic. The world would persist in its relentless quest for understanding, but it appeared that certain mysteries were destined to remain hidden, forever entwined in the secrets of the deep. Predator Pursuit. In this gripping video, nature's ruthless cycle unfolds as a cunning lion hunts a group of unsuspecting deer. Hidden between trees and terrain, the patient predator surveils its prey, biding its time for the perfect moment to strike. Eventually, a solitary deer separates from the safety of its herd, unknowingly triggering the lion's lethal assault. This footage showcases the predator's calculated tactics and raw power, offering a stark glimpse into the unrelenting struggle for survival in the wild, a poignant reminder of nature's harsh reality. Kidnapper caught on camera. In a frightening incident in Arcadia, California, a man got arrested after a chilling video emerged. The video, captured by a neighbor's doorbell camera just before midnight on Monday, shows a terrifying scene. The man, known to be the woman's ex-partner, supposedly abducted her and pulled her down the street by her hair. In the video, we can see the woman desperately trying to find safety at a neighbor's house, banging on the door for help. Her cries went unanswered as her partner forcefully intervened, taking her away, leaving behind a haunting memory of the alarming incident. Creepy and strange being. In the heart of the thick, ancient forest land, there exists a place where the covering between our world and the mysterious unknown seems to waver. It's a spot rumored about in hushed tones by locals, a place where strange circumstances aren't unusual. Deep within these forest lands, a solitary trail camera captured a scene that transferred jitters down the backbones of all who gaped upon it. The footage revealed a moonless night, the timber bathed in a creepy, unearthly gleam. From the dark surfaced a figure, an ethereal being with a shimmering, nearly translucent form. Its eyes lustered with an unsettling, nearly sleepy light. Strange symbols and characters unknown to mortal eyes adorned its ghostly body. What made it all the more unsettling was the unforeseen, nearly ritualistic formality it performed, as if communicating with being unseen. The tree swayed in response, their branches forming intricate patterns as if under a spell. Also, as rapidly as it had appeared, the specter faded back into the dark, leaving only a haunting, mystifying riddle that still haunts the dreams of those who watch the footage, ever casting a chilly air of the unknown over that ancient timber. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video entertaining, don't hesitate to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for even more thrilling content. And remember to ring that notification bell to ensure you're always in the loop for our latest updates. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned.